guys, I wanted to, I don't know what to laugh or be serious about it or not, but it's a laughing matter. It is a laughing matter because it's the funniest, you know what, poop ever, you know. Anyhow, I saw in this artificial dream last night this, the father of this wealthy guy passing me as an inheritance to his son, like an inheritance. They cannot inherit people. I'm not an object to be inherited, you know. But it's funny. I can't remember the name, but that's what they're planning to pass us as like an inheritance, like we are to be owned. You know, what is it about me these people love so much? They feel like they're wanna be in my life the rest of my life, you know? What is it about me that made me this appealing? For them to feel they have the right to come and go in my life as they please. I don't know. You know, the truth will never be, will never be exposed or not gonna be told, because there are a bunch of snakes. A snake always be a snake. When, Donald Trump, he says, when you took me and I was a snake. What do you think? Because he's a snake. He's the same bloodline. That's why he's ruling United States. Because Satan is a snake. His bloodline is a snake, you know? And when you understand that, when you understand this, you understand who you're dealing with. So, funny things like for them to think they can own me. You know? You can't own what's belonged to God. Okay? And it doesn't matter who this person is. In a dream I saw, pretending to be you're gonna pass me as an inheritance. Yeah, I must be valuable. I must be valuable. I must be. Something about me make me very valuable. I have no idea what that is, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna fuss up one day and say what that is, what make me so valuable to them, that feel they have to pass me as an inheritance from one person to another, Anyhow, I've been looking up, things that happen to all the prophets, house of Abraham in particular. The house of Abraham being in particular, a lot of horrible things happen to him, and a lot of things happened to the house of Abraham, from, just name it, Prophet Muhammad being rocked, Jesus being rocked, or Isa being rocked, Abraham being thrown in a fire. Did you know that Abraham was thrown in a fire by Satan, synagogue of Satan? Did you know that? The one actually is there in Israel right now. They're the one who forged all, or remove God from the holy books and muddled with God teachings. The one who taught lies. The same house. The days of Noah is extermination of this bloodline. They were saved by their father, Satan. He saved them from the flood. But apparently some of them got destroyed. They end up going to the pigs. Long story, This story is like filled with misery and pain. And it's never changing. These people are They can't change. They cannot be a good person. You know what I'm saying? They cannot be good people because this is they're created by Satan. You know, their father is Satan, probably. You know, yeah, it is Satan actually. When Satan had kids with Eve, they are the product of Satan and Eve together. You know, and it's been like this since creation. Why? If I can never understand, why would you kill your own brother? You know, Cain killing Abel, that's your own flesh and blood, you know, but they're not by birth. There are stepbrothers, right? And because Eve went on after Cain killed Abel, she had more kids. And with Adam, that's why the blessed seed of Adam and Eve together are blessed. But it's not, Satan and Eve are not blessed. It's a cursed seed. When God cursed them for a reason. Just look. I keep like, I feel like it's like repeating myself like a broken record. I'm just want you to see what you're dealing with. And these people think they have the right to pass me as an owner. You know, that they own me. You know, the owners mean inheritance, and pass me from one more person than another. You know, in this stupid artificial dream. You know, you learn something new every day, but it's not far away from slavery. You know what's a slave? Is owning a person, taking their rights away, and you know, strip them from their core essence, make them a person, or make them a person, to dehumanize them, or make them less of a person, make them you know, not even a person. That's in a nutshell. Making them does not equate to human being. You know, that's what the slavery is. Slavery have not gone away, and people think slavery have went away. If you look around you, you'll see that slavery have never gone away. You just change tactics. Slavery is through their education system, banking system, governmental system. All of those, you know, are this is a slave system. They've been put up. People fought slavery. So what they did is they went and repackaged slavery as something good. You know, owning, you know, making you in debt to credit card. Literally a slave to the credit card debt. You know? MasterCard, what do you think the name MasterCard is? Master is that a credit card will own you when you're in debt because you are a slave. So that you are a master. The credit card is a MasterCard is a master of you. You understand? That why when I'm trying to tell you, you know, banking system, you know, making you buy a house you cannot afford, you know, that's slavery. That's slavery. Governmental system where they put their own people running the show and enslaving humanity. You know, molesting our children, harvesting. Did you know that they were harvesting organs in Palestine? They're killing Palestinians and they're harvesting their organs and selling them in a black market. Like they have the right to do that to somebody. You understand? Okay? And that's something you will never get from the house of Abraham. Bullshit like that. Excuse my French. You know? You know, you will never get from the house of Abraham something like this, where we would do that to humanity. We abuse them and, molest them or take their organ and body parts and sell it in the black market, you know. And things like that, just look around you. Over a million people, million children in the United States alone goes missing every year. Why do you think that is? Is that normal to you? It's a little wet today. Anyhow, is that normal to you to have over a million kids go missing every year? Huh? And I want to talk also about drugs, narcotics. Did you know narcotics are sold by the government? It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. Did you know that? Okay, that's news for you. It's a multi-billion industry to harm you. Okay, what you see in TV, the takedown of drug dealers and stuff like that, building a wall in Mexico, near the border of Mexico, asking Mexico to pay Trump to allow, he was saying that, oh, I'm gonna, you pay us to build this wall from the multi-billion-dollar drugs that you've been smuggling to the United States. Okay? Do you think the United States are not capable of stopping the illegal drug being smuggled to the United States? You cannot make money. So they allow certain people to bring. They have an affiliation with the drug lord or mafia, if you will, of all these countries. These the one who are allowed to bring drugs into the country, like Canada, into the United States, into whatever. And these people who are protected by the police are protected by the governments, because I scratch your back, you scratch mine, kind of thing. I let you in to bring all these drugs, you gotta give me my cut. So what Trump was saying, building this wall, he won his cut. What did Trump go to all those countries in the Middle East and do? He went to collect money. He threatened United Arab Emirates, he threatened Saudi Arabia and stuff like that. You will never be gonna be protected if there's no United States. Why? I'll tell you why. You're not gonna be protected if there's no United States, because if United States remove the bases from the Middle East, then United States will create enemy for the kingdoms, United Arab Emirates, so GCC, if you will, Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait. They'll create enemy to make a life living hell for them. So they are the instigator of problem. You pay us for our protection, that we created this problem for you. If you don't pay us, then if you don't pay us, we'll make sure you'll have an enemy who will come after you. You understand? That's how Satan operates. He came to steal, kill, and destroy whatever, I don't know the verse, guys, but anyhow, that's what he does. That's his nature, his destructive nature. His kids are not any different. So these people thinking they can own me. They think they can own me, pass me as an object to be inherited by their seed. Their seed, they gotta be worried, because what's coming for them, Welcome. Yeah, their seed, they gotta be worried. Don't worry about trying to pass me as an inheritance, object of inheritance to your children or grandchildren, whatever. You should be worried about what's coming. What's coming is gonna be stopped. You know what I'm saying? I'd be worried. You know what I'm saying? This seed need to be eliminated from the face of the earth. And God will, you know? Anyhow, did you know that I've learned that today actually? God, you know, and at the time in Israel, the enemy of Israel, the true descendant, you know, Abraham, is from that from that house in Israel, right? But and reality is what you see now in Palestine, they're not the blessed. They are impersonator of the house of Abraham. They're acting like they're to be us, and they're not us. Okay? God favored the house of Abraham when God says, I favor you over all nation. Why would you think God was saying that to the serpent seed? No, he cursed the serpent seed. Why would he bless that seed in Palestine right now? So they're not the blessed seed. And that's what I want to, get into your thick head. They're not. They are the cursed seed, pretending to be a blessed seed. You understand? So all these prophets, a lot of horrible things happen to them by the same people. These people running the show in Israel, this is a seed of Satan, are the one who impersonating us to be us. We're God elect. We are God elects. That's what they keep telling people. They're telling humanity. Oh my God, I can't take it. But anyhow, they're telling humanity they are the blessed. God favored them among all nations. I just posted just a few days ago the verse or the surah where God states the house that he favors. I did not, say he did not favor serpent seed. All of the names that were mentioned, are Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Noah, Solomon, Moses. That's not the same one you see in Israel. You know what I'm saying? So they're actually killing the bloodline of Jesus, Isa, our bloodline. They are killing, they're opening mass burial. They're doing, some guy's just losing his stuff. Anyhow, they do mass burial and they, oh my God, he's gonna ruin my video, this guy shouting. But anyhow, you understand? They acted like the true pharaohs. You know the pharaohs of Egypt? That's our bloodline of Abraham. You understand? They are the elect blessed seed to talk to God. The covenant carrier. The one who carried the covenant of God. Are Abraham's seed. It's not them. And then the seed of Abraham. The seed of Abraham is like the pharaohs and all of that, and so what you see is the actors who are playing my bloodline. The one who, why do you think they would kill my mom and my aunt? Because they're twins. My mom and aunt were twins, but they conjoined twins. They're not identical. Because they know twins who are not identical, they carry different DNA structure, right? So when one is given, the other one is not given. And then when you kill both of them, then you have the complete seed. Okay? And yeah, when you kill both of them, that way they kill my mom and aunt. Because then they have the entire DNA structure that is not given to my mom and given to my aunt. That way my mom and aunt, they were killed. So that's what I'm explaining to you, why things are done. You know, a lot of people, you don't have to have a high education to understand this. You know, somebody who's a high school dropout, elementary school dropout, never mind university, can understand what I just told you. Okay? You know, and they play in all of these people to participate in this program, and they're making people believe you've done something wrong. They made these people, stupid people, to believe you've done something wrong. Isn't that the grand deception? They're playing to be God's chosen elect in Israel. Huh? And guess what? The elect God chosen, they will never mass murder people like that. You've done nothing. You understand? The house of Abraham will never kill the entire nation for saying hello. If I walk into the person and said hello to them, you don't get killed for it, you know? You get killed for doing stuff to people. You understand? So anyhow, I'm gonna link the angel that what God sent. He killed 180,000 people in one night. He killed 180,000. One person, one angel sent to earth, and he killed in one night 180,000. That's a really destruction, really at its core. You know what I'm saying? For these people. So 144,000 were a big number. We're a big chunk of us. You know? They call us a living soul of God. You know? The Spirit of God. You know, that's why we're God's favorites. You know? When God favors you, He doesn't favor you because you're a horrible person. You think God would favor mass murdering people? Do you think God will favor people who rob people, people who destroy the planet, people who instigate unnecessary wars, people who, drug people during your sleep and your waking life? You know, do you think God will do that? Do you think God will favor wicked? Do you think God will favor wickedness? Do you think that's the God? They even change the holy books, the 4 holy books, to put their Satan, Zeus, as the God to be worshipped. But yet Zeus is afraid of the night. Nyx or the night, Zeus is afraid of her. Why? Because from darkness comes the light. From darkness comes the light. That means the night existed before all creation, right? We came from the night. We came from the darkness. We came from Nyx. You understand? So you have to understand that's how it happened. Zeus afraid of her. Why would you be afraid of if he was God? If Zeus was God, why would you be afraid of a woman? Because he knows she can destroy him. She, made a lot of creation, right? And so that way, Satan kids, you need to be worried. 144,000, we're We are the children of the night. They made a movie, many movies about us. The Darkest Mind is one. Why do you think the Dark Phoenix is one? The Dark Phoenix, you know, and the Dark Phoenix, and the Darkest Mind. Why they referring to darkness is power? Why do you think they're referring to that? Darkness is power. Why? Because they know where we are. That why we've been targeted. So if you do not think this is true, you know, you're up to a big disappointment in your life.